This is the Lexin P5 Smart Pump. It's capable of supplying air to anything from a basketball to a car. It's battery powered, it fits in your pocket, and also happens to be a power bank. But upon opening the box, you'll see that that's not all you get for $70. Now I'd quickly like to mention that the packaging the P5 came in was very nice. It was intuitively designed and there was no unnecessary plastic covering everything. Now of course inside the box you get the pump itself, which has this nifty little cover for your charge ports. You get an air hose, a charging cable, accessories, and a nice little bag to put everything in. And of course, we can't forget about the manual. Alright, so I definitely say I'm kind of one of those people who just sort of makes do with what they've got, especially when it comes to motorcycle gear and equipment. Maybe it's a bad habit, but if something's not a big issue for me, I usually don't go out of my way to buy some sort of gadget to actually fix that inconvenient issue. But I would genuinely say that if one of my friends had this, or maybe I borrowed one of these for the weekend, I would probably just end up getting one for myself. My first impressions of this device are that it's a clean, good looking, and very functional way to both fill up any object that requires air pressure, as well as even charge your phone on the go. Hell, it even has a little flashlight. Is it double click? You hold it? There you go. Flashlight. But it is a nice feature, maybe if you're pumping something in the dark. But anyways, before I really get into the features of this thing and how it works, if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead, hit that like button, leave a nice comment down below. Most importantly, subscribe so I can continue to make more great videos like this. And let's check this thing out. Alright, so here it is, the Lexin P5. As you can see on the outside, it's encased in a nice aluminum frame. You got some ventilation in the back, or perhaps that's where it sucks in air. You got some nice rubber buttons here. Overall, the build quality of this device seems to be pretty solid. If I have one complaint, it has to be the screen. I just hate it when they make screens out of materials that scratch easy. I took off the screen protector, and pretty much after like 10 seconds, it was immediately completely scratched up. So that would probably be my only complaint about the materials and the build quality of this device. But other than that, everything seems incredibly solid. You have this nice little rubber cover for your charge port. And overall, I feel like this thing could handle a couple drops, which is important because it is sort of like a utility device, right? So to turn it on, you press and hold this power button, and it's going to bring you to this little display here, which is kind of nice. Really nice and simple, shows you your power, shows you the unit of measurement, shows you the PSI that it's set to, and then by pressing either plus or minus, you can change the PSI that it will eventually end up at, right? So if you just plugged it in and left it alone, it's going to bring whatever you're pumping air into up to that PSI, and then it's going to automatically shut off, which is a really nice feature. And then by pressing this gear button, you can actually change what you're going to end up pumping air into, right? So this is for bicycle, you got motorcycle, you got car, and you also have one for a basketball, which is nice, right? Because I play basketball. By pressing the button that has a U on it, which I'm sure stands for unit, you can change the unit of measurement for the air pressure. So kPa, I'm not really sure what that is. Kilogram per centimeter squared. PSI, which is the one most people use in America, right? And then by pressing and holding on this gear button, you can turn on the flashlight, which is actually really important because if you're putting air into something and it's night, you're going to need that to actually see what you're putting the air into, right? And then you have this little hose attachment where the air flows through. As you can see, it just screws on just like that, really nice and smooth. Made out of some really nice materials, guys. I'm pretty impressed with the build quality of both the actual device itself and the hose. And of course, as they mentioned, this does also double as a power bank. They have a USB-C port right there, so you can plug your phone into this thing if you need some charge, which is a really good feature because I definitely run out of charge a lot while I'm on my rides. So hopefully that just gives you an idea of the build quality and functionality of this device. Very simple, sturdy device. And I'm actually very happy that they sent me this because it's definitely something that I'm going to be using personally a lot. Alright guys, so I was genuinely very impressed by the Lexin P5. Now they did send this product to me, so I'm not going to rag on it, but I don't usually accept things that I don't think I'm going to like, and I definitely was right about this. I definitely do like this, and I feel like if they made me send this thing back, you know, after I made this review, I'd probably just end up purchasing one myself. I was definitely impressed by this device's functionality, usability, its features, and how you get all of that for its relatively affordable price point of $70. For now, this is definitely going in my gear bag. So if you guys enjoyed this quick review of the Lexin P5, of course, make sure to hit that like button, leave a nice comment down below, most importantly, subscribe so I can continue to make more great videos like this, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Later. You know, this is just one of those things that I didn't really think I needed, but I'm starting to understand why people buy these.